Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is the introduction to a brand new project pan to my channel. I don't think I've ever done this before. If I have, it was so long ago, my memory is gone. So, I'm not 100% sure who was the original creator of the rolling 10 pan project. So please educate me in the comment section below the video so that I can give them a shout out next time, and also put a link to their socials in my description box. But as of yet, I don't know where it originated from. I've seen so many people do this, and I haven't heard any of them say where it originated from. So please forgive me for my ignorance, but I don't know. I simply don't know. I wasn't born with this knowledge. So I have picked out 10 products that I want to completely pan. Everything in this basket, this little one, is to completely finish in some way or another. Some of them are kind of gimme products, and I think I can finish them pretty quickly. Others are going to last forever and ever and ever, and I don't know if I have any chance of finishing them by the end of the year. But as I say, it is going to be a rolling 10 pan project, so when I do finish something, I will roll another product in its place. Now, a lot of these products are my oldest in their categories, or they're products that I just want to get out of my collection, because not that I don't like them, but that I know I have better products in my collection that I would pick over these. So yeah, that's basically the criteria for this project. So I'm going to go in as I would with my makeup categories. So first of all, primer. This one. This is the collection Filter Finish Complexion Boosting Primer and Illuminator. I have had it stood up, so I think it's down to here. I think you can see the bubble there, but I think it just sits slightly lower than that. So yeah, I think it's sort of to here. It's not that I don't like this primer. I do like this primer, but in regards to comparing it to the other glowy primers I have in my collection, this is my least favorite, mainly because of that stupid doe foot applicator. I mean, whose idea was that? I mean, I get it. It's trying to dupe the Charlotte Tilbury one and the Elf one, I think. But I'd rather it go in a squeezy tube and I squeeze a little bit out, rather than putting a giant doe foot applicator on my face. I don't, no. So, yeah, I want to get this one finished up completely. The next product is my foundation. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade Nude Beige. It's slightly too dark for me for most of the year. I am down to, I'd say I'm down to there. So I'm about a third of the bottle finished. The reason why I want this out of my collection is because it is full coverage, and I am getting older, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not getting any younger. I wouldn't want to be younger again. Anybody else feel like that? You know, when people say, oh, I bet you wish you were 21 again. No, I really don't. I'm quite happy being 44. Thank you very, very much. I'm much happier being an adult than I was as a young person. Anyway, yeah, I want this out of my collection. It's full coverage. I don't need full coverage anymore. I just want like a skin tint, a really nice, my skin but better kind of tint. So yeah. Oh, I forgot another primer. Forgot this was a primer. So this is the MAC Natural Radiance Primer. This is not in because I have better things in my collection. This is in because this is really top heavy now. It is an airless pump, so I know the product goes up. I finished 1, 2 of these already in previous years, so I know how this feels when it's getting close to being finished. So I know if I concentrate on this, then I can get this finished relatively quickly. This is a moisturizing kind of primer, my favorite kind, because I do have dry skin. So I really like this primer for adding that extra moisture to my skin. However, I do realize that I do my skincare before I apply my makeup. So technically, I don't need a moisturizing primer in my collection. But is that going to stop me from repurchasing this when I'm out of my no buy year? Probably not, because this is one of my favorite primers. So it's feeling very top heavy at the moment. Like it feels like all the weight is up here, because obviously this is the lid. So it feels like all the weight's up here. So it's definitely, I'd say it's got about half left. And I can get that used up fairly quickly if I concentrate on this. So yes, that is in as well. For concealer, I am bringing in this one. This is the Rimmel Kind and Free concealer in the shade Fair. I'm bringing this in because this is one of those chemical free hydrating concealers. And it's like, you know, it's kind to us and vegan and doesn't have all the chemicals in it. So I've heard that these can go bad on you a lot quicker. So none of my concealers are massively old. Like they're all from 2022 or 2023. So they're not that old anyway. But the reason why this jumps to the top of the queue for being finished is because it is that, you know, kind and free from chemicals kind of one. So I know it's not going to last as long as some of the others in my collection. So I want to get it used up. Then I haven't got a blusher, simply because I'm putting a blush in another project pan. So I don't want to put another one in here to sort of like take away from the uses of the other one. But I do have a bronzer. This is not just the oldest bronzer in my collection, this is the oldest product in my collection. And the reason why I know that is because I wore this on my wedding day in 2016. I do not have the rest of the makeup that I wore that day. I know I finished the lipstick that I wore that day, which was a L'Oreal lipstick in Sepia Silk. And I panned that completely, finished it up. And I wore the Blush Nudes palette from Maybelline, which I used the majority of that palette up before it started irritating my eyes. So that's in my memory box for the wedding. But this is the only thing that I have left from that day. And look at it. It still looks fairly new. There's not even a dip in this damn thing. This is magic. Because I have used it. But it just never seems to go anywhere. So this is the year it has to be finished or decluttered. I'm really sorry, but it's got to go, and I would rather use this up than declutter it unused. So this is the thing that I think is going to last me the longest, because this damn thing has lasted, what, not quite 8 years, because it was late 2016 that I got married, so at least 7.5 years. It's got 1 year. It's got 1 year to get out of my collection. The next item is this thing. This is the I Heart Revolution Little Mermaid highlighter, and this is the reason why I want this out of my collection. It's too big for the product that is inside. I know that if I took this packaging to pieces, this pan is so shallow. Look at that. Look how shallow that pan is. I took a bit of that to try and franken with an eyeshadow that just wasn't working. It still didn't work, so I decluttered the eyeshadow. But I love this highlighter. It's such a pretty highlighter. So I do want to try and finish this all up. Now, the way that I'm thinking of doing that is by mixing some of this with my body lotions during the summer. I will use some of it on my face, and then crumple up a little bit and powder it up into a body lotion during the summer, so I have a bit of, you know, glowy skin in the summer months. But yeah, I hope that That way I can get this highlighter finished, because this bulky packaging, as beautiful as it is, just cannot stay in my collection. It's taking up way too much room, should I say. Okay, and on to eyes. No lip products in this rolling 10 pan, because I do have my lip service project pan. So there's no lip products in here. So we'll move straight on to eyes. Onto my eye base. This is the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. She is a gimme product for sure. That is all I have left. Not much at all. I use this every time I do my eye makeup, so I don't think this is going to last too much longer. I'm still going to say a couple of months, but yeah, I need to get her finished. Not because I don't like her, but because I have another sort of cream coloured eyeshadow that I want to use for my eye base. It's a Revolution one. And so I need to get that one used up, and then once I'm out of my no buy year, I probably will repurchase the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, because I do really enjoy this as my eye base. Another cream coloured cream eyeshadow that I want to finish up, and I will be using it as an eye base as well, is Snapdragon from Colourpop. This is a beautiful matte green Super Shock eyeshadow. I'm not going to swatch it because it does stain. So I want to finish this all up, and the reason why I think I can do that this year is because my Pan That palette is green themed. So I think I can get a lot of good use out of this year. While I pan that palette, I can also pan this primer, this cream eyeshadow as a primer for my eyelids. So yeah, you know, work smarter, not quicker. And then the last two products that I'm bringing in are both like eye pencils. The first one is a NYX Jumbo eye pencil. This is the oldest eye pencil in my collection now. It's in the it's in the shade Rust, which is this beautiful like rusty red sort of shade, and it's really pretty. I think that if I can sharpen this to a nice point, I can use it like an eyeliner with some of those green eyeshadow looks. So yeah, I think I could definitely try and get this used up. There's also some red eyeshadows in the Earthy palette, which I am also trying to hit as many pans in for my Better Together project pan. So I can use this Rust Jumbo eye pencil underneath those red eyeshadows as well to help make them pop, which is how I like to use my cream eyeshadows, as eyeliners or as cream bases. And last but not least, I have a Beauty Bay eyeliner. This is in the shade Deep. There's not much of this left. I'm wearing this today on my lash line with the current look I'm wearing. Not much left. I think that this will be pretty much a gimme product, although I don't tend to wear this. Well, I might wear this more often because I am padding a green eye look. So green and blue really do look good together, as my eye look today suggests. So I am hoping to get that finished. I've got way too many eyeliners in my collection for my particular liking, so I want to start getting them used up. I also have another Beauty Bay eyeliner in the shade Deep, brand new, still in box. So this has a duplicate, so I would really like to get this one finished up so that I only have the one Beauty Bay eyeliner in Deep instead of two. So yeah, they both came in mystery boxes, so I'm not responsible for buying two of them. So that is my 10 products for this project. I will be updating this every month, so hopefully next month I will be able to give you weights and number of uses for each product, and maybe even, I don't know, will I have any rollouts the first month? If anything, it might be the Painterly Paint Pot, or it might be the eyeliner. I don't see anything else. Some of these are in it for the long haul, let's face it. But everything in here is to finish. So that is it. That is my rolling 10 pan project pan introduction for you. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.